So, I just got done watching the live stream for the new Canon EOS R5 and R6, and man, I didn't think the rumors were gonna be true, but holy moly, those specs were crazy. What is going on, my guys? It's your boy Malcolm Eugene, and technically, I'm a supervillain. So, I had a whole nother video planned out. I'm gonna kind of give you kind of a brief overview of what those specs are. I'm not gonna jump into everything, talking about the specs of the R5, but I feel like that's already been done probably 1,000 times now. So I want to talk about the true cost of the Canon R5. So the price of the camera body alone is $38.99 US. It is a fantastic camera, especially for stills, really great for stills. But let's talk about the true cost for video. For $3,900 you're getting 8K recording, raw, internal, both DCI and UHD, 12-bit raw. That's impressive. But there are a few things that need to be considered before, say, upgrading or even just buying it outright for that particular faction. First thing is first, let's compare it to cameras that are actually in its league for video creation. The first camera I want to compare it to, and both cameras I'm going to compare it to, are cinema cameras at the moment, but the Red Helium shoots 8K video, 8K at 60 frames per second, 4K at 120, and of course 5K at 96. It costs $24,500 for the brain only. And granted, I guess the Canon at $3,900 is just the body only, but even still, over $20,000 for just a body. What I've come to figure out is that the main differences between that and at least this Canon so far, I haven't shot with it, and no one's really shot with it at the moment, but cinema cameras tend to give you a little bit more dynamic range, if that makes any sense. So you do have a little bit more flexibility there. They also give you a little bit more codec play. So you do get a few more options as far as your compression rates and your data rates and things like that. But for not even a quarter of the price, you're looking at probably a sixth of the price. Yeah, a sixth of the price, you are getting a good 80 to 90% of the Red camera, which in my opinion, that's a good deal. Let's go into another camera that this would be compared to. The Zcam E2 F8. Shoots 8K, also full frame, and also, yeah, the Red shot in full frame as well. 8K, full frame for $59.95, at least according to B&H at the time of recording this video. So for that, you get DCI 8K, 30 frames per second, 10-bit, and then you get DCI 4K, 30 frames per second, 12-bit raw internal. The Zcam does not even give you 8K raw internal recording. Another reason why this Canon might be ideal for the price that it's being offered at. But let's get into a few of the things that I would consider to be the reason not to get this Canon and possibly opt for the R6, or if you're considering switching like camera brands for this Canon camera, you may want to reconsider. So I was watching a video earlier today, I think it was put up by Manny Ortiz, talking about the Canon R5 and R6, and there was just a mention of the storage and how much 8K you can actually store on a CFast card, which if you're used to shooting SD cards, yeah, you would have to get CFast cards because you're not going to be able to record 8K footage to the SD card slot on the Canon R5. It can only be recorded to the CFast because that's a lot of data going through that entire system there. According to his video, and I actually looked this up to kind of verify, and he wasn't too far off at all. 64 gigabyte CFast Express, or a CF Express, whatever you call it. 3 minutes of 8K raw recording. 3 minutes for 64 gigabytes. 256 gigabytes gives you 13 minutes of 8K raw recording. And so on and so forth. You can go all the way up to 1 terabyte, and you kind of see where I'm getting at. this is going to require a lot of storage. If you've never bought CFast cards before, according to B&H, they're about 200 bucks a pop. And that's for about 128 gigabytes. You'll probably need about 2 or 3 of those easily just to get started. So one thing I wish the R5 did do, which it probably can do with a firmware update, I wish it could do the 8K RAW external, because I feel like recording to an SSD would benefit much more and be more cost efficient to you guys, to creators, as far as management of this high quality footage, because buying 6 or 7 CFast cards at 200 bucks a pop, that adds up really quickly, especially when you can get like a $300-400 extremely fast SSD to record to. You know, things to consider. Another thing to consider, the processing that's going to be required to edit this footage. I can't speak for all creators, but I know a lot of people, they edit on their laptops. For many people, this may require some sort of upgrade. Even if you are editing with proxies, it still may bog down the system, because raw footage, it's huge. It's very big, huge. So adding a computer upgrade to the mix, that could cost you another $1,200 to $1,500 if you're buying a new laptop with a more powerful graphics card, or even just going out and buying a desktop to handle that. And that's just counting the PC side. If you're on the Apple side of things, holy crap, that's pretty much a whole new card that you have to spend to even fathom editing this footage. But I digress. Editing 8K footage, it won't be a breeze. And I know when 4K first came out, it wasn't the easiest thing to edit with at all at the point in time. But technology has gotten better, processing power has gotten better, but we're not there yet for 8K. Next thing is, people who are thinking to switch over from camera systems, say you're going from Sony to Canon, or from Nikon to Canon, or whatever for this camera, for this particular camera. You would be able to get by, maybe not with the body only on the R5, but you can buy it with the 24 to 105 kit lens f4 for like $5 grand. But then you have to add in the cost for storage, the cost for processing, this, that, and the third. Add in lenses to that you may need to buy to continue doing your job professionally. You know, you may want some f2.8 lenses, which there aren't many, if any, Canon third-party options or cheaper options, so you would have to get the Canon glass. You'd have to get the RF glass, which every single 2.8 lens that I was able to find on B&H, that was a zoom. I'm talking like your 24 to 70s, your 28 to 70, your 70 to 200s. You're looking at anywhere from $2,000 to $3,000 for a lens to add to that. So if you're looking to upgrade to this camera from another brand, just keep that in mind before you upgrade. With that said, my name is Malcolm Eugene, and please let me know what you guys think down in the comments below. Let's have a discussion. Are you guys upgrading to this, and what are your reasons to do so? Let me know down below. With that said, I'm out. Peace.
What's up, guys? Make sure to hit that like button if you enjoyed this video. And of course, if you're viewing this on YouTube, make sure to subscribe and hit that notification bell so you know exactly when I'm posting next.